kire chikunya ke devolution ke national security na icho mbechi muwe kiro ke spying apps na military spending odi kane kwente kuro mwente kuro na ichi nyaite na military non to the ito tena threat kana to kira colonization to kwa mbito kira kairi to spend a lot of money devolution ere kutethia kejo 405 ende turea jeshi dijembe bakaraia 449 na jeshi hicho tutukomenya ko integrate ke development ndegro cha Colombia is using the military ke maendeleo nyai wese ongwa in technological innovation in the United States of America investment in the military. So military eto itena contribution in terms of our development. So I get disaster, tuto meona bechira to tumera ke infrastructure another 500 billion to allocate in this budget. Itiki national government cha kudia barabara roughly tukiwa na barabara cha 1 billion every county. Yeah, gather 500 billion in Nairobi barabara. Is the economy doing well? Ito kuga consistently aja na kila kiumbrete ke this panelist. Ni our government spending is upside down in a way that it will achieve meaningful development. Tuchurie man tuja finance village ije na PR na mono. Kwa antunya pa kwa muchara pa kwenda kinya government yongana tumrete a lot of money. No to kwa India. A budget and a finance. In terms of public opinion, headlines in Gotekia Kinya, you are not part of the media houses, Chico India. No tax budget, no new tax budget. In the taxes, hidden taxes. No kwaria mantuja pa kwenda kuigwa that ngarama maisha ni nami. But with small terminologies, Monka report in the World Bank, the Kenyan tax system is not a progressive system. Any murigo, Juki and Tobaraba and Dekere pyramid economy. Ere an absurdity the encourage yanke to kiuga is a bottom up. Ere dira to itana kitalamu demand sided economy. Area ekataura murigo kibaraba ende kena tukoria economy na njere. But there is a provision. A taxes va change it products nyingi choma zero rated va chita tax exempt. Yeah. Na undene ne au packaging yo kugira ire na kwa sectors zaidi chi affect ja pharmaceuticals. Border. In terms of spares na kinya boda yongwa kurita into ke zero rate bara komanisha ira ore haga ira into bito kutumira bina VAT weta ore ha VAT 16% ko into biro tumirete ke ko produce into BP ira zero rated no claim tugekedera my brother ko ga ke manufacturing. And yeah, when the product na known to be subject to VAT. When I inputs algorithm go kuma home and an rate VAT kibio na rate kairo ko claim. Products usually zero rated no kairo go. Na hii acheta exempt uri karoke ko jaga manse dongi monote tax ko didiate. Korea. Ogo kedore ore 0% ende utete kiroko claim VAT ore ire na hangi. So basically katu kuongera ngarama ya maisha kire economy na mantujau ire ekomanisha ki VAT inyora ote andiki inyora ote ngugene orote korea PE na korea mbio kogot. So generally cost of doing business is high. Pirake kukodidwa imanto jadide tuwe in a manner that mwananchi wa kawaida. Taxes ingi chiongerira chika affect indirect taxation. Na korega mantua probox mbechira korea kimbi. But otaka duty, import duty. A motor vehicle, okay, new tax issue, niongeri more than 145%. Kwa hiyo kumaanisha siente ila tukura Probox chikaja kuongera nyambo kwa 200,000. Kuria tukuria. Japan it top 5 economy in the world ikiti the ngari. Tori ngari Japan na around 200,000, 300. Na ibaba kutumira ibaba kuwekera utaalamu bana factory cha kuiga barabara ngari ini ngari tukugura Japan na 200,000. Ireja Kenya ikarewagotirwo 500,000 kurukia nare kuthithia na Kenya itakura.
Okay, thank you so much. Eric, the other Eric.
Yes.
Tukiza kiwa kuna proposal irathithetwo ni CS Badi.
Yes.
Na raugite ara propose kutha kwina additional allocation ya 300 million kiri Asla Fund, 200 million ke youth enterprise, 550 million for center entrepreneurship projects, and 128.3 billion housing and urban development.
Yes.
So kiuriki yakwa ni atiri Asla Fund ye kuongelwa aku propose yongelwa mbesa. Tuonete bakiwa mbete nyingi muno already chiuririte ki Asla Fund ndati yakobero na itatu ku mwaka thai. Housing ye gwetwa housing thai utemtu tekurira housing.
Yes.
Kinya wewe maybe
Sure.
of course no kurira lakini maybe hautaki nyumba.
Yes.
Na indone bawa kinya wewe kurira wenda nyumba no nenkirwe but ukaria na small interest. So
Yes.
ukato pesa nyumba ijengwe ukitaka hiyo nyumba umirire bando lakini
Yes.
no ile na small interest, you know. So imbio yongo mwananchi menya no ntumantu zaiza ukaraya kaja reja menya mwananchi wakawaida atethugania kuringana na nara ntobiba kuroti taxi tiongeri na bi batiziko nuratikiria antu wana woni tutumba kwelewa.
Sure.
So inatwerekerete na nini hizi no tukinya vijana itukuona sietu wameangaliwa sana kwa hii budget.
Sure. Ibwaga kambuge torambugire au kanyuma. I think priority cha thirikari kudoing Kenyans na irresponsibility, of course is responsibility ya thirikari kuassure that things are nyakatha into bitibu ijanje ku na na ba kunyakatha manto jathoki umajathoka muno irresponsibility ku as a father or a mother to ensure that kuassure the family kana ana fee koneka na fee kabo na mwana akathoma. But in reality ukaleta ke reality thirikari we kari that but now to beat it to skume time no ntoka tegera why would the government bakona there was Asla Fund na nya source. You see there was also an issue mbeche Asla Fund na chomite. There was an issue on the Asla Fund na nya bakothithia auditor general ngana ugire mbechere nyingi chaurete they cannot be accounted for.
Yeah.
Kiuri accountability na ikauma whereas if the auditor general mwenyewe ngwa mutarima kuna kugatri mbeche hiji chaurete but the thirikari na we end up ku top up mbeche ingi which it could make sense. But kuna musukumo jo kuthorwa paugite Asra Fund igatumiro nande wakoba kendore ya SHA. You see there was an issue, there was a proposal that nyekatho tukomba kore ya SHA that no rombera ndu kiri Asra Fund ya kulera na ethro ina mixed reaction nene monono ntukara nandera ndu mwananchi awikiro muligo jwera ndu ukara wikitata ukamata abandon ira nene ko thirikari ntije who raining ye ku edhuganio kana advice ira ponete na advisors ba baingi benayo ikuthara batena touch na reality. Kenyans kuna muskumo, for example, if there was an issue ya NHIF, if there was a system issue, why would now invest heavily mono kugura system na mbeche nyingi na kuthora nande need ira ya mwananchi kukwata utungata ikithora ithina. For example, juzi irungu kangata na rali na very young people who are developing system chiawe na ikutumika na chimbo sort problems. Kenyans tuna lack of technicians. Tutena thina yantu bagu itangogina bagu develop these structures kana platforms iji. The problem miratu nayo ni kudroa there is a need ya mtoro dhugani tia dhugani re. There is a return or there is a cut itali for where could benefit out of it. Kume mitaratara yonde thirikari badi ara proposite to us we feel imetho to kuingwa kana antu babethe bakuthura kwina mbeca cia ASLA fund ukoria RUMURI para ba qualify tena ASLA fund ngoti the ist magana kana ngiri mbeca irambuga members barabara yaza na ba approve that ndona ASLA fund ni magana mugwanja kana the minimum magana mugwanja kana utakinye ngiri 5 cha gukinyaria ikinyaringi mbere. It's like the replica ya farm iri kuweza na mitandaone loan already thirikari kareje kwenda ucompete na platform nyingi kuweza na loan kana shairok matarene but area solution ya kusort issues chanto babethe kubakinyanie tagaria ringi because young people are very innovative. Go quick examples what we try to do but the environment you with a biashara you it's become a challenge nyako ko environment ko na loan lawyer na sectors ja private sectors ja ko support it becomes a challenge because purely thirikari tena reason. Two, finally as I go to housing is a flagship project. The reason why President akwenda kudura housing is key not because ne kwenda gutouch mwananchi uro but because you want to remember na kile structures. You see, Kibaki did something called barabara highways na barabara tumulika na ira barabara na free education. At the environment iratori nande uru nejere no askuma what you call SGR na actually some of the project. Now President focus here mono te ko sort out issues cha housing because research needed already kwaka nyomba na ndinya bara private sectors bara baraka nyomba uptick ni drop because purely thirikari ni ambiria gukitata kwaka nyomba iria na ugo mwananchi no kwenda ko nyomba we already know get have a team that I pay for several staff they are kaira the housing revenue but generally ndije kala bakaro ko benefit out of it. It was initially a proposal jaga to the volunteer with kwaka nyomba volunteer ukageta tukari fund na the proposal we turned to a tax which now utumba kukitata kwa water. What generally I'm saying is that thirikari ni uri nyumbite ku increase murigo kimwananchi without looking at the benefit factor. Of course, it's a flagship project, but totally but kudora a burden kimwananchi.
Kuri kingi kia housing ndaki mwakiri.
Yes.
Okay, kudora wona oni tukugitwa mbecha.
Yes.
Tia woka nyumba.
Yes.
Then nikino ntoro kuro ni a poor person.
Yes.
Akanenkero nyombera na still erware nyombera kenda nyombere twika yawe woni nditete mbesa tumite kithirikari na still ukiendelea kugitwa mbesa you know so nikionto mtura then kama nikusaidia me my daughter I thought maybe not to better yes nyomba ile yakwa then those poor people bakanenkero nyombera free.
Actually, in the developed countries, wherever they are, they moved. For example, if there's a club or slum ekwambiria, they decide that bati kudorobarea bati kuakira nyomba thirikari baka move kenda baumwa slum. Ikaja kudora ndi irresponsibility thirikari ku move kidani kwenda hotelia. But structure iratu nayo system iratu nayo nandi but nonto lack of resource na resources radio ikitumia kona mwana thirikari insist. And remember this was still a function ya county. You see kwa nyomba wakathoko ito kwa kironandi still the function ya county. I don't know, it's also begs the question why then toko mto inanto tutelia but they will be paying for it. Na tena imundo thirikari. You don't know, also there's a legal issue because in future the Rikaria County President Ruto Uma thikeja thirikari ingi, for example jangi twakiri aja no thimenti is a public land. Thirikari ingi keja bakenda go expand. Mundera bakenda go expand rari, what will happen? Na kiure kengi na kiore nyomba ira mtu narire mbeche ire chiritana.
Exactly.
See, that's a question because tutapati kethori tuambirie kugana ndi nura tuga it's to inject, for example it's a seed to anda as a individual on the contribution, then era tukore achi yakwa onto nikole onande tutapati kwendera kuriwa kaire onto pari bakorea. All right?
Yes.
Baketha mbechiri kwendo nyomba ijibati wokitate kwaka nyomba ingi like a seed ratuga ni seed to anda at least woketha ukona mbeo na uendelea kuanda kaire, but at the end of the day it can be as well a biashara, because of course tugere kaire sometimes thirikari na baraba tuwe thirikari individuals bara tuwe ja responsibility bateka ana project to an entrepreneur mind. That what am I gaining out of it?
Thank you.
Yeah, na niyo thina twinyo ikyo tumiko encourage antu babethi na batu tuliku na generation hiyo na millennial that we also need now to discuss the future ya antu babetu na baraba tukumantira thirikari yetu.
Thank you so much. Ngethera ngitoka rutererwa na ndikenda tumba kutha tukijukia ciuri biri bitatu tumba kuthura tukigwa maoni zenu kinya bagwe ategeri buri ugatia ciuria tukwenda kuria riu na wori kiuri giaku kindly mbira kiuri kindi uria mtu fulani ndio kila mtu ajue kiuri kia wiki iko niki kwa kwanza. Kuna huyu mzee nimeona akiinua mkono.
Wampere ambuke pole sana ki mwalimu wa kwire kwa kulika na kile kile kwire ana baba ingi mono ana bakeneje oni bugwa ke tukumo ko batri tutika ni kwara ya mambo no wa kana kuida ida kwenda mutano wa batri ki babu impatenti ina mambo dene ikimiru kwa kwidira kabwidira chuli kule bukwa kabwidira chuli kule uni kuja gapa kimwe kwa mtano ngitira mwana hicho kwa ile na liba kwa tukuya kato kuya tamu mbe ikwenda kamera mbike bubuya ni kama ndio kakati miti kwa hiyo kita bangyo kurira pinde na nini ya kino kenyeji arutu akazungeta mwiye taka kutana ngombe impi utuma uita njoka samaki njoka mete njoka anto ba kumia tukudira ete sore ke mutano ke ogwatire tunekere ruto tabu uduga ruto agenda tabu kwenda kanora tote mwatira kinyanya to mumariye etura poto babu na lega to watira mago atu gamsa tawu mo kwigwa kabwere batwi uninda takere gaseti na tudataka budget tiji ana dikiri sideke gimpeche nyinge na security kura na betu yo egimpecha ni kugo to kugo security ni egimpeche nyinge na waka maseta woni ndakiyonde kubo mangaseti yo utafikira kila budget ni ngasitire na bombe ndauga tukuzira kintu kepi kwithirwo masipitali ja gwikirwa ndawa nyingi state house kurinovate gita ni abiri working the works with the state house to the government of what where to the way so to tell you mwana jona ndi mwana ukuwa economist na tena ngugi na ito komite mwana bwenu wacha utu ndio kwa serikali ne bui na ebui na mayu kete ipoto komite Tuwe kabisa tuwe delele ile ni mwako kwa tutenda kituna kwa vijana kwa wanaona tuna madigiri njama example bwana heri kiungo ya Mungu. Ile kwa vikari unebu shetani chido.
Thank you.
Tika kwa vile mada kidogo. Kwa kitu mmoja kaga.
Ndake babo.
Ndake ndo pateke. Mwalimu ukuwa bwa kama unaona tuije na kumatene. Nito bugandike Meru TV. Nende kambuira to beto. Papo kuona kule kiringwaja ajumbe ngale kwa yes. Na leo watu wengi tu ndio wananchi. Halafu upale kwa parliament upo banaikere beta papo kiembero yote vya tuna wananchi. Oli ndio matri jenzire ile koko. Tigani ogwa, ndio ogwani. Tigani ogwa itobogwete na mundu oba yesi. Ekro kile ko kusu zeku utena maana kinyomo nekera kura. Aina maana kutoka kuye kufanya kabi. Wao pocketi aboneka kila na kwa state house ile na wao kui akuye endo muchoke kaira akufengeye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Voilà.
Thank you so much. Yodia, na tafadhali ukawa na ukuria.
Okay. Mgeni amigo. Bale makambuge. Yeto ibasiro kremi na kuria kimwe kire budget yo. Tuko na budget ni tetie. Na reti nene mono. Lakini tutekurwa kitu kimwe kire kinankwenda mono to pafanyura bwega. Budget kwena becha ciaere misused during the first budget ya diretwe na project nyingi mono ko twika kwena becha itikwa accounted for na to ategera dai still kire department you no becha sikiti data chongeretwe tei tukona kwena issue kwena haende na njende tutikweregyo bwega then choke mke manto ja security itukona antu ba Kenya baduma ba ikwa Haiti na still utukona bechi nyingi kai kuongera ge security tukoria Kenya dine security nimbi kikure kyo tukura bwana tu ukategera the train para tine to mantu jage kuda ba kipa usalama na security they are being exported but still we are seeing money being handed to that sector. There is problem that in the budget uko na mtoro kalindi ura dia budget atari dia budget ya Kenya hadi dia budget area ni na aina interest according to that department nitoka yote kera especially the security they are not accounted kwa ya kumenya uko rwamba siri tumeona aja kinyakire the minister of the interior you can't account for that money so we are seeing there's a lot of problems especially to the Kenyans no to batwi batule batu tugita hoti bubu itokona kwena thina auto yo tegera mantu ja au service mwandi kora ura wandiki still nagitoka pay as you earn naki pay as you earn eteja classified bwega besi sitite kutithia mbi o agiti besi still akugita house service na mtu ujo ugito house service na rombe teruni rwa kanyomba kwawe still kona kinya pay yawe ni violate that rule na still government ni weta kumugita pay kumugita house service are we still working atotura antigurweji kana to dingata what is supposed to be kana right ya mtu watweka kile pay ni ko violate that rule mtu nali teruni na mantoa mengi na nao kitwa pay asiwan then Mukenya oyo wandiki arirwa no mwanko gitwe house service na akagitwa na gutari na public participation ya kuga mtu onde netikirie house service ko itukona kuna dine nene muno na inkoromba budget yu ika review ndikaire kenda mwananchi wangu atika kuinywa no tukategera kinya kire mwananchi wa kawaida kire bibi yakura still kuna basic needs Katika mwananchi ate kumiti basic needs ate wikira bwega ate kurabwa na tu mama bwega then uyu na kwinyeka kinyeka kintu kirete kwa no tibirongero tax. I think this problem in Kenya ire bati kwandu kutikia expect babati watere babati okari andi kuruba kana simanto jaja jo yo tikira tumia the way forward.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. My name is Dominic Kiremi, Democracy of Meru County. Ingo itekia oni maono jako yake doja different. Na jabangi bonde. Tegerete budget irera thomero ya 2025-2026. Ngona ina benefit nyingi kwa mwananchi. Mono mwananchi ondegoro. Tuambirite na ki budget ya education imbigiro mwalimu ari akiuga net increased na 7%. But you have narrowed down, why is it increased by 7%? Okay, ja kuona kire aritabara bakuthoma technical schools kana TVET courses. Iba baingi mono dene ya Kenya. Na twina aritabara baingi mono bauma skuru kire high school. Na bakethora muchiari ati komba kwa fonde kuike mwana wegi aragi technical kana kuite TVET courses na skill iriombo metumira ewe wengwa. So kirara ki education kire the amount ira kiri ki education the 5 something billion yombete kwithiro iki narrow down kiko empower mwana ora wenguru kenda by one bursary chekongana na scholarship chekongana kire TVET institution kena tomba gukire youth beto baraba na skills ya communities chetu. That is one thing in education. We go about the security mono, but okay, jotegera budget ira ikirigi security na justice 3.5% ya total budget. Tema I think 3.5% ndio na bwe metegerere mono, but even here in Meru tuna insecurity issues along the border yetu ya naraki antubegembe parangombi goita every time. I think as a youth leader interacted na so many youth leaders from Baingo baraba kona bakudura bakia budget every time na bakwa kill the budget but to strengthen the security forces intereja you to bakudura as a country to kita bwega na ngyan kujara miunda in the, I don't remember the county ukidura kutena security njega those people kumia atuetekiro tererwa affordable housing. Affordable housing inyewe kwa liro mono in this panel. Affordable housing nira increased to na 95 billion. Batuke jotegera barabara aja almost everyone omba kwa fund that shelter. But there is someone living in the slums. Nyogeta USA, ogeta China, ogeta Nigeria. They have affordable houses. Iraba bako dola bene inkara their citizens. Na ntali ile kwa jamba ile Nigeria. They pay around 2,000 to 4,000 kulingana na your earning irawe na chio. So as a country, baba kore affordable housing the 3% interest. It's a very low interest compared mtore anaingiro nyombera ni mwako umegura pore kienda yawe.
Natakiri nkori kiori.
Yes.
Okoya na example na Nigeria. Over 2,000 to 4,000. No either okete nyombe. Nyantu bedra bagiti mbete chia kana idikari yo kana mbete chia.
It's a government yadora yakite ntikorega in Nigeria, but here in Kenya okay jotegera kiri a budget allocation yetu na mbete chikiri we have so less in infrastructure na twingoja citizen we need to contribute non tutayo ke jotegera the projected growth with our economic outlook the projected growth ya Kenya is 5.3 compared to projected growth last year era 4.6.
And I think antu batena dena na antu gwakira nyumba affordable. The only question ni antu bakuria mbona tukatwe pesa yo kinyumba na mtoro wa nyumba ubandu arire nyumba.
So kulira nyumba it's a way of contributing no lo go contribute tax no kuona utekuria becha inyinge iraomba kwithura wiriaga at the nyumba ekuye gukombora kana nyomberia omba kwithurwo ikara mbere wita that affordable housing ku nyombeji the small amount ni rogo choki government kinatomba kuendelea kukuria na gwaka nyomba more houses kinatomba kuthima twitethia bantu baba baingi barabo non turaiji project affordable houses ira tukwenda waka it's for a store of 1,700 and something tema.
Then you have to barike kuita. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are we done? I think at the babu the body maoni baita. Don't do kiuria, right? Yes.
Mugeni bwinde na mumiru ondero tegerete Meru TV na Arua ngukethia oni ndenda kuuria my questions in form of my mind uran kuthugania
Udurie kireu.
Kiuria kia mbere
Unaelekeza kwa nani?
kiuria kia mbere ndenda kuuria Mr. Eric don't winda mwene somewhere kiri member of parliament somewhere ngetikia ntiurire kuraza. Number one, point yakwa kali atire Mr. Eric. The biggest and fundamental problem iratu iniwaza Kenya na Africa i policy. Nonto na especially policy ira fundamental as a policy around food production. But tuinampara nene muno ikiu na a lot of our expenditure, household expenditure, iritaki purchasing of food. Now the moment expenditure large iritaki food, purchasing of food, will take other thing yopako to move around kire our household. My question is, only Gen Z, na ingo itikia oni, I've been in the streets for a very long time. I've missed a bullet ingo itikia, and we're still going to go there. Question year 3, what do you think, what do you think we should do about policy around food production? As long as we are importing 76% of the food we are consuming here. We are producing what you don't eat and eat what you don't produce. Na nkada point, food production corn in Mexico. Their production cost 1 kg of corn in Mexico is around 9 Kenyan shillings. Production cost of maize 1 kg Kenya is about 21 shillings. I'm an economist. So what do you think we should do about kiri expenditure yetu ya food? Not as long as to spend a lot of money kiri food to move forward. My next point is about education and address directing Marimu. I feel our investment in education is not reflecting the output of education. They feel our education system is not really supporting a productive population. I call it, we are being taught junk, into useless. What is it into useful? Anthroponda, ratindinda. As you grow, when you are old, you know important things. Oga check the production of China, the toys we are using around, they are being produced by students as projects in school, and they are being sold. So the production, the education, Paku live there, is producing as school no go produce. No. We are 800 and something thousand students in the high education schools in Kenya. Imagine all those students are living on what economists call autonomy. Consumption on income is zero. Who is feeding those students? Imagine the dependency ratio nationally. If the most productive part of our population, the most energetic, 18 to 25, we are the ones with the most energy. We are not producing anything, we are just consuming. Who is feeding us? Who is carrying that burden, your expenditure here towards the young people? If our schools, I was challenging my vice chancellor in the school where I went to, and I was, why are we not the biggest producers of chicken in that region? institutions chetu grab the land. They have encroached land. A lot of it, and it's lying idle. We are not producing anything in our institution. The other one, are they finished? Sorry about that. This goes to everyone in the panel, especially my economist and my brother there. National expenditure to carry salaries. We are a very small country. We have 47 counties, 47 governors, 47 deputy governors, 47 speakers, 47 deputy speakers, 47 parliaments. And these guys been a motorcade. We have nationally 47 women reps, another 300 and something MPs. That expenditure on the, you want to mean that our country, to consolidate our expenditure, especially on salaries, to bring close to what we can afford. Why do we need all those offices scattered across the
Thank you.
My last question.
Thank you.
To Mwalimu. Last question, please.
Time, eh?
Last question to Mwalimu. Nini, you have made me forget about that. But thank you so much. I think
Mwalimu, umenoki zako? Okay. Harakisha tafadhali.
Thank you sana Mutegeri wa Meru TV. Na first ambuge thank you on kire Meru TV and the entire team on to work on ibo gatomba ko have this discussion ne ko rugura nto baingi mono medo. Ancho kiankatho kire mutano ore orali aja mbere itoko kali toko amberia kwa wore ditona ora generation yetu nya yarambereria kuria na eorerwa kwa ngora ntembe lakini mutano jo orali kanyuma aja agutuma tona kithomo kia maana acha mbwa issues mwanka twarigarethera tureta skuru ga twathomera ndigichene. First of all, let me address my first question to Bwana Gitonga mukulima. Ukataka budget irathomirwo rua in the current finance bill which is yet to be passed by parliament na ikamberia debating very soon bekirite mbecha chia into bira bitu turingithia mono na bimo inya mwananchi wengo na ugite nti kwenda ruiruko ki mwananchi na ugite bwega uga this is nonsense to me ja housing bamiete 120 billion indi ki into bira bi uringithia mwananchi directly jorimi ugo we murimi omera na imbije kiragite anda kwa gionka mundene ikianda wana irio binge ukethira urimi bubu kuringithia direct no riuga ibubu babatiko impact lakini bene nkiraonere 47 billion ukwendenda ombera mubunge oku abati ko react atage finance bill eu ombera kethira no kwenda mubunge oku endelea go support mbecha chikwa ki housing nyamerea ende ke mantu jara jo kuringithia jatio go affect onini ke akwa mubunge okwa mburetwe Southiment ino mpumete ni batu tugwatiri ni ule mibwa berema ruguru rwetu rugwatiri rwa majani wena ina makwena kawa wena maburu kwena marigo na Southiment yakwe yonde niyo inelia kwou ndi expect mubunge okwarere agarunga mambunge ou first thing embere ikuga neberie mbecha chichigwa kwa nyomba chire kiurimi chionde batu tuyantu ba Southiment ituje gochiakira nyomba chetu kou abunge barako antu bako batije gwaka nyomba ibaleria ja nyomba ende mubunge okwante go expect a support mbecha chito mukone jwakwa chiaka nyomba na oni ndenda mbecha cha thirikari ikuriore uko igwo kambera murimi mubunge okure ndathithia atia. The next question ke Eric the analyst between egitare thai na rera ruto ajukire thirikari there has been a major debt augete akanyia taxes lakini achongerekete erased taxation by 4 trillion kuma 7 to 11 nandi kyuri gyakwa ni atire wa Central Bank niko itatonya Central Bank, and that is the reality. Inya IMF na World Bank baitete data ya kuona mbecha ile kobwa, lakini igatonyithwa kia accounts ingi inya ni accounts onchogere urienda area mantu ja taxation ja kariata, because as I can see taxes no ikuendelea ku increase, ichira increase by 4 trillion, yet gekithomo mbecha iko nyia igerio bila birale agwa bialerwe igerio bere for about 10 years now, lakini ibire berirwe tuthomete free education for 22 years, lakini ne berirwe. Help has been there for decades, lakini egwete era tero etwale tura funding model etio tutethia. I want you to tell me mubunge okware aleria mantu jakarija borrowing.
Thank you.
Then the next question to Eric the economist. Ngeta ko karande on internal borrowing ya thirikari ne kobete muno na leo ndhe koba banki iji chia Kenya mubiashara wa kawaida ale moko koba mbecha onto banki ga prefer gukobithia thirikari onto tereka miumia. I would like you to tell me, Bwana Eric, ugwe uli prefer mubunge okuwa ugate mantu ja internal borrowing. Onto anto basa odimenti bare miburugo kwa bambe chambanki.
Thank you.
Tumwalimu as I finish on to yogo witana iriango gea vijana.
Time.
Yes, just 1 minute mboli mwalimu kiolia. Yogo witana iriango gena vijana. So you are much better suited to answer this one. Batu kira tu kwenda tu vijana, it is empowerment. Temantu jege batu kuthioro kamichema nione bageto eja ambecha itusiende tena chi muramono, but it would be much better ankitho komachi akwa antu ambeja kuringwa irio ambeterete mtu ampangiri kegana. So what do you think about budget yeje no kuona jaka ina mantu jako empower vijana bona ngoge kana imenga?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tutoke biu kidogo then tuendelee. Na njireni kwa hivyo tunapata hivi.
Thank you very much. Kijana ndiye from South Government. Pambele nika tulea tutile kama tu paso. Tulena Kyurikira auria kia manto ya agriculture against housing. Pambele kabisa I collect abunge beta parliament apart from kwethira aroku by na collective responsibility ya kusifuganda interest siairira baumite ko mbunge okwa wengwa kinyanka mu olotela kiara ndimwira ria kanenda butumbo tedi bibyombo tutedi ni ambunge ba Meru bonde ba Mount Kenya bonde beta parliament legislating on behalf of us, this region that is doing agriculture. Barrier policy ibwanene batiolele tesiama kana siasa nonto mantuera bakabwethia bonde bawatanirite ya affect mantuera atutukega twina yo budget ira thomerwe. It is true national government need 47 billion icho ikite iwite kirasisi agriculture na boteko netoke menya thirikari roka no maringi ya change seriera through supplementary budget ibe kirite mbia cia natural resources 100 and something billion cia water kirwe batu bara turima kimbese billion 105 no bedre 47 billion cia kirikyangi kacha lakini ke billion ya naitia roe bakaroma bonda bakari umo tukethira twina ndamu itha tuinya sioremi ate baba ibakiaki na tigania west na Meru Central na giaki kwina ogia nchome sema na iria na kinyaritha nara area reka bwitho ndam turi matwa kinya kwa bakindike muci na tukethira tukiria economy ya Meru ko kwenda bethira baina collective responsibility ekuona ki budget ye imbi bionkwa twina bio bia ukuria kwetu kithiri bara no baria babangi ba northeastern baka lobe bare amwe non tukwe ba thoma history na kuthia tomato kwari na Crocodile Joe Dam ebwete kubwitho wa Sonyiro Crocodile Joe Dam le ebwete so wa Sonyiro ebwete so boritia karintarega nitari boritia timao baba isimiro Crocodile Joe Dam ikia kwigithia ikabwithwa tigania west tigania east negembe north patira ciandwanda cionthe na central tuthira twina rui rwani rwa mifugo na urimi saindi rengi kou ibolelie na collective responsibility. It is not about my MP, it is about MP bonthe ba Meru ba Mount Kenya ba Karende interest cia siasa ike isiete lakini ba ike budget imbito wekira bibi atinche maisha ya antu betu ke manufacturing ya nkonexe green base se manufacturing iba siori batwe bila tori mato enda siaretu tirija kawa na majani into krake to validation kyo kya tumere to dia taruto I factory ya nato ekira se kuthithia kawa kenda to ndi kinya ke ndesi Africa ila si importi kawa onto totoma kawa beans Germany to kende France bakabwithia kawa batwende ringi kaina baliene I factory ile kuke manufacturing bakaruira yeye Meru onto ito supported thirikari tuina deputy president ito roere biu da IBA ya Meru tuina manufacturing to abwithia manufacturing yemwe ito kumea tukandika koba na ndute na obligation ekwitha baina collective responsibility ya utangwebwa ya
Thank you so much.
Iboga mono kuna biore bidato ka address kiambere nga collaborate na ora kuna kitonga kuga abunge but a collective responsibility but gicho kya kure kiro kuga budget is net kirudiwe and the budget ke just ke table in parliament whether kuna first reading whether ina debate embretore mantuja collective responsibility wanagitonga ingwetikia omubunge na tutukwa ndobeta SMP kairina thai tubategete kono ontu mtu atebangi eitherwa akatega party line akatega komete ko na turi support inde egetumikiria ireti in the National Assembly na spirit constitution 2010 ikwetherwe parliament ina anto independent thinkers onto idea mwe mubunge mwe omba kuchinjia an entire location ko tukauga ngatweterete abunge ba Meru bakarandi mubunge omwe tukatona quality leaders sheria hizi matia joto kwari ikethe collective responsibility nyata tete na individual nyata discussion yetu net make sense to rande oninko na umko na mwere kana jamanto jarambonaga ko our MPs again kagite kangi nto na anniversary month ya upirite last time antuba baadhi lokuwa spirit agency ataalamu a Kenya when we get bona na mono kuona departure flock mentality yanto kuetania na mugambo jumwe. So I think they would address that kuna chance the provisions easy allocations that kuna chair necessary chumba ku change toka tuena an active parliament na jumbe ba kutumira viongo bayanto biombe as politicians of political parties kana kuma area fulani kile kingi kianda kaira jenzi ni arire mantuja ni atatomba aurire ni atatomba ko craft policy tukomba ko twa productive economy tukomba kui augere kiu keda tukomba kui feed. Then what else are we talking about as a nation? Na policy very important. Ara tukinyete twarema kui feed oninde kaeje twata karema kedoka roire nabika ojura ndokojire nyanchuku ende I policy thirikari tumete thai tukomba kuremanya tu surplus nonto thirikari yetu ni amwe tu take western policy ire ko promote multinational farms ko really when we are talking about agriculture na turuga mbechire chotonya ki agriculture chire tonya kiri fertilizer subsidize kumto kwarege mantasa certified seeds Africa mzima. Kenya is only one of the countries that are going to kueta root na muchungu antu bara bonde tukuitana ke universities bari itano ake urimi bwa kichomba tutwire kurima na indigenous seed tutumira fertilizer na tukata tuna resilient seed but skuru turi itano ati lazima utumire satisfied na ugere Zambia ne produce inda observe mono nya minister ore agriculture kuma region hiyo to amitheka na umete ta monka Zambia na uga no tugore pempe Zambia na kinye Kenya na ekirimerine na ethero much cheaper than the maize we are farming here niki nonto batwe tuitena mtu lazima awe tenduke na ugore mbeu imbecha mbeu eje tekarija mwana kwenda vaccination o anda narua no batu kumenya ati tukuijire no batu kwikiranga fertilizer ku ekarakara kaire ni andikiri ndawa engi egwikiranga etekage mpio etekakare atia eu no policy thirikari yetu ire promote kukuria chomba no ntu bibio ndembeo eriuma wa muchomba talked about this last year and our nini ngwa mafondo organization to homegrown volunteer network ira to support farmers kuchoka organic farming tuchoke to achieve maendeleo kinyaja agriculture na Kenyan characteristic jora China ekorete na Chinese characteristics homegrown solutions otomba kuga tore men na urimi bobo wekirete only for 47 billion area below the Maputo declaration. Maputo declaration you get let's invest 10% of our budget in agriculture. To ekirete 1.1%, 9% less than your aspiration in Africa ekari. Na to ekira bechi to support aremi nyeketa to ribara ba certified seeds. There is no investment in extension farming, extension officers. Moremi atigeri wanka kivyaki. I think denera tuino na turimwera mere kichungu. Taiji if you want to be a farmer ilazima uwe school kana we ukiandika kanto bakutedere kutiriate. Tutwere kurima. We have fed ourselves as Africans forever. Na tukirima in surplus. Okay. But we cannot do so because of government policy. Area government how will we support farmers? Area to support na fertilizer. To take a return on that you can do homemade fertilizer, area can reduce drastically. Na agriculture is not to unethical. Area border Kenya health issues. Non to retagake agriculture. But area or under we have another shift in policy to take a GMO. Nande we are talking about even the food you are eating, you don't know what you are eating. Bago promote GMO farming. Toare ma uraba endaka turema interview with tonya market ya. Non to baga ataka chemical composition. Baga ataka ambi indi barenda turema tore. Diraba kwenda Korea barenda bire organic farming. Neki non organic farming is very expensive.
Thank you.
To enda ko change ande goro agriculturally. Let us go back to organic farming. Let us preserve our indigenous seed. Kenda tu ikaria na vya Korea. Na tutege hadi na cha cancer.
Thank you.
To cancer yumo ke
Interview to Korea.
to Korea na chemical joto wekere.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Okay, Boga. I think part of my panelist was majorly on issues that are raised. But I will touch on two only. One is the narrative nayo the only solution. You can sort it politically, because if you learn away from politics, to involve politics and get the right people, still we can't requirements. The problem is we don't want to support people who can help us. We want to support who can give us something out of it. As a community. No very transactional, then it's a quite challenge. Especially area turi no mwanka bo bangeraini unapangwa kendo itakulinga kura na ndio ukubangire thina icho ndio kuria ati naje gukarajo bunge na debate. I think we are giving the responsibility and para to bakaraja kaba tugurite such that they don't owe us anything. Kinyama nduza tombera tuire mheshimiwa kwa tidie pure is that is uteke mwira vivi because at the end of the day is that he feels like I don't owe you any obligation. To me is yuni di bangeran keja next time don't have to zaire bongere ringire mweguru kendo bangara in. I think we need to continue talking about these issues. It will affect the policies, it will affect the budgetary line ira tukwalire na ruogoro nonto mubunge uratu nawe kana urawi uturi in our constituency iratu nacho ena responsibility kumenya budget ya kuthithia na proposal ira leteri bunge thaiji kana irera thithi in process nonto novo budget ithiri withirikari ikanengana no kine ya bunge abungo na ndeba ka line ikaja kuthira wengwa na aronere mwananchi nendere gutosha ushuru kule nyumba na batutira reason ewe ni kari because ikadwa tumbo ku akija tumwa responsibility in next 2027 we also need to ask them kuiria ije dhuronere mwananchi endere kugita ushuru kuongerwa burden right na ugo tekwendo kutega wastage ira thirikari kuthithia na responsibility rawe as a registrature kuthithia sheria ire ka ensure that kuna favoring environment ya wananchi kugita kuthithia biashara chao. Two, I agree that education and it become a commercial which now policy cha thirikari nacho lecturer tuiraja all the courses actually chuma shurumite they can't help anyone. So they are certificate to nayo, but because the institution chia ila tu na chui kwenda kwa generate revenue iketo mi kuona mostly ire ita to courses oraz utino igeta na irresponsibility ya thirikari ku ensure ku regulate nonto at the end of the day wote aja mwana adira school eta miaka ena kuthoma course yake ja kwa useless kwa gintu hopeless right course ya kudhura course itembo kudhura itutedia maishene ko all this idhirikari ikaraja kai compromised is that it doesn't want to sort issues share and employment nonto uteaja mwana etokara 4 years na tiumba kuchuchuira nguge gwita kana idhire biashara we kamba kudhore productive in future ko at the end of the day we are voting people batikumba kuidhuganiria ora bombo tukari as a community na I still ask myself we invest every with the benchmarking. Some of us who have a benefit of traveling around tukona the gorori karabwaga and people toba around sisicha ko travel with the benchmarking wapi na wapi we feel like tuinadhina therefore we need to wipe them mtuteaja mtongerio mbokara miaka 15 kana 20 we expect ya kuthithira change ingi in the next. Honestly, an MP should serve one term if you can prove satisfied that kuundra thithia obatu kuwewa another responsibility, because why would someone cling on to be a member of parliament whereas we take you to kuona as a community. So it's for us as a young people, it's for us as a generation is iliyo kuona rujo tuambire nandi kugarandi enough is enough. If you have served your term, just work kakando. We give someone who can sort our problems. If he doesn't sort our problem, then tukachwa mtongio tutari. Tuabirio bapanisho because if you give them one term, misa utono ukwa we get someone who can perform, then we are better as a country.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Marlon.
Thank you very much. Uni mbora achiari bakura dina mu no tote kwa kwa mediana bobo moya lakini toa weke la achiari moyo otini sia na tado media mono we uma primary secondary college mwaka university wonka ke wa support idhirikari yawe oni
aciari bakwa bathomithirie batari na githomo ibare arimi na ibathomithirie bokanete university na gitumi itharira bibe ni moy bina mbeca. Namba 2, thirikari ni amenyaira arutwo ba kuthoma yaoni kuruma bluebird no tukijo karanga bongo to karanga munyinko kwa arimu kuruma bluebird ate siwina jam na jeli na obiona university natika daura thirikari toya na toka wa mbeca ito boom toka wa boom thirikari ilware basa riri kwa ya no okona uyumbe na basa MCA na baba ngonde bakanga lakini mwana anayawa 2000 3000 wadha kumenyeka ukawa kana kuluki orina wena na bure shukuru la 25000 40000 lakini ukawa 3000 ya mtegi yake. I want to make it kwenda kuja kwa point yako naote kueleza mno na ndio nachokia sana chole byavyo ulo lakini kwenda kwa point ya nona one thing basa reshonde ichie kwamwe toendie education free kuma primary na number 2 ni kuendelea kwena ikwetabo ila o art for kama ndwale yo wote afainde ke no wote pura o ya ndwarabangi na ndenda kuwa for example ndera thirikari ekwaya na fertilizer thirikari yekireta mbeca fertilizer ireta kemurimi wambi kemurimi wa ni murimi ureko akona mbeca ira murimi wambi ni ndia kuona kile subsidy ya murimi wakaoa na wabebe na kuona subsidy ya fertilizer o ngambe wewe ndia kuona. Number 2 mwaka yo iyo cooperatives in the world according to the UN mwaka yo iyo cooperatives in the world na ito kwa tutane hatu kwa cooperatives kena bombe cooperatives bomo lakini kwa India cooperatives iche mtu ana kaoa na tena tumombe na kaoa lisha atopasako na tena tumonde bae sakone kapa ni mishara huko atakuwa na athari katu idhoanirie obora tupodire cooperative ya kaoa tuboje cooperative ya champembe tuboje cooperative chendio kena kotendia tu kura mbeo ya gora economist ya kuwa mbeo kideira indigenous na tutendia tu ku process na ku package na ku market. My last point ndenda kuwa kile siasa na tukua ayumbe bakolea ayumbe batako mwinyo ayumbe batako mwinyo ndio tunaona kumwinyo ibaatwe bahati mangabe ule atire nde utire nde tena nitobia kwa na tubonde lakini utire nde ni nitobia kwa na kinyamu ntumwe wa kiu sure okay mu antoba kukaya kwethira neto kwenda ukuria nde tumekuria haraka muno lakini tuwe na tobao chienda muno bakathura wa bangi atongore batoka bakare baeletwe ya bro mwatu irere bawe bakaria bangi bakimera ke mata rukubiya kuwaga kwiru nikinene muno yani bakaria nyama bangi bakimera ke mata katugatire katurutana antobeto toreke kuwa wa ile kira kira ketwenda kwa thirikari ketwenda kwa sako ketwenda kwa county miaka 10 no tibiari wono arandikirwo igoro kinya kiwe kuma wono arandikirwo igoro kinya ngarenyo wono arandikirwo igoro kinya no hote kuri na kuruta watweka bato akuma kiantu kinya kithamba kwendiana twakuma kiantu kinya kithamba kama kama kwendia atwana katoleka kumakia mantu ya mai nikenda thekura kena thetwigwa na nikenda into the video ya tumonde.
Thank you so much. A quick one. Eric, kuna deficit yetu kwa area ya around 923 billion. Straight to the point, ina bete iko uma.
Deficit Wao beche oro kwa tukua beche ikachoa chikumo ke ananchi kuma ke VAT tukugachi VAT kuma woti kwa budget hizi 4.2 trillion budget bati kufandwa ne antu bakinya ende kuringana projections zile chumerete na ogoti na experience monga last year tumba collect 3.2 trillion kwa urande beche hizi ikarombwa omente kuru na ajande ne Kenya kurikana itukurite kire kingi mantu ja internal borrowing ende aurire kuri age chokagia to aromba internally iko maanisha tuka cloud out antu baraba bakuromba locally but becha chonde chi marando kaniri gatonya ki korea recurrent expenditure ka development chi gafando i citizens ba Kenya na ngerete kure mono possible to run a balanced budget, any budget tena deficit possible Nigeria ikendra tukanyi expenditure when areas chia necessary tutegere tutomba kudura tu mwanya mono na nduguru ingi chia East Africa kudura batu lazima tu demand development demands chetu chiriguro mono to push budget tiguro na inyora itone kwa na issues cha corruption kinya control of budget last year na ile mantu jenge kitwa budgeted corruption yani beche chekiri ke budget kena chomba KUUMA nonto ite yani budget ite ko ya deficit inonto ato kwenda kwa barabara mono inonto ato kwenda kwa maskuru mono kana hospitali ikenda kwenda kaja kakuomba kuthithia atia na hiyo tini kuga i avitao monene of budget Kenya control of budget kairi iko invest productive economy ko enable environment of doing business kenda bairi kijabangi baraba kwenda kuthithia biashara bomba kuthithia and tumba ko increase the tax bracket.
Okay, thank you. Second, please.
Kitu kingi kirani kwenda turoma tuya
Na uwe parting shot ya kura.
Batu tuya tuwa mbele kabisa kwa mtongolo wa ngombe wa mtongolo mama kwa kwetu wa mbaya awe Kenya yangira yemi as much as party itu and the national government itu Meru to the county government na kipi yole kila ndio baba kuingia tu kanili ya baba tukwenda kwa kila emphasis on agriculture Meru County ya kuja budget ke reflect wishes si atubanda akiria imenya agriculture ibaki kwa economy ya Meru especially bele tutana economy kwa ibe itu expect ke budget ya county be kile mbesi be agriculture water harvesting na kindo na baraba kweya
na kwa na mbokano
na kindo na baraba kweya as much as to kwenda town seto dustless itu ni reserve na sio bounty of cash tulte biashara ile tuwekile mesa na watu kumea antubaraba ina hamisi bakona pesa nyingi through irrigation na kulimento bila bina pesa bongo dia atongole ba kuvikire na bakuywa baina ndute na obligation ekoloma mbao yo yele olele interest si antubaraba batale bakoleli ana boga semaniti yao ontumne no semaniti no na ilobi no ntubwa unaela we mwananchi wira mwananchi uyu ukaywira inono urwanda mnene huu udeusi uyu na uyu kenda uyu mutokorea uungu inao na hapo pale kutumia pesa kuwetera pesa kenda batara tongoria otubata tubakiu na ndo atakulia mleucio kibabu.
Thank you so much Eric. Tukidirikiria kuna kena rithoria politics
Yes.
Itukumenya of course ituvitu one term.
Yes.
Lakini mantu atongeri baba ubati umeriti na wakauote mantu ya one term babu na zona wakaita ngugina watarudi tena.
Yes.
Then na twina kind of budget yezi twinyo mwananchi ya kurina every corner.
Yes.
What do you think and why do you think rais akomba kwithirwa kana atongeri baba kindu baipushi kintu nonte yake na ikintu kiutuma kwa tukainya ambitions cio 2027 iri at stake.
One iboga one time is a clarion call kiri baraba kuga bagwetikana thirikari bakuregana thirikari bakwa thirikari ici ni kinyitie gitaga kwithirwa ure bangite twikinyanirite. But it's also responsibility na ndie thirikari ku ensure that the financial itigere na atayumba kuthithia at least mwananchi ebukana na ona ume bangu ire bangite nonto ukarikana thirikari ici ya thurirwe na mibango na mitaratara iri iguru muno. There was a lot of expectation ki mwananchi kende kinyanire mitaratara nayo, lakini ikwambiria ntuku chiawe chiegana nonereka yambire nandi kulivert to mitaratara kana kuthira kuita kiutate na mitaratara ire bangite nandi ikietumio na musikumo jojo leo na unless thirikari change narrative nigeretie ku change narrative nonto no kuona Meru especially the Meru turari na prato elite politicians pauka nyuma ibaretre the other side lakini ande no onere trikari no ne correspond na tuwe nyingi kuheria nande ku convince Meru na ku benefit. It can as well be a win non tukona presence yao mono na machinery thirikari ground non tukwina kukaraja kwina ka opposition. Because sometimes opposition is ya environment ine ya kwithira nandi tu thirikari ne na nyarira twaromba atongere bagwate mbaru thirikari sometimes tonaga nyabe thirikari ne muno itukaraja ka turairwa ni mitaratarere bangi kithirikari ko ukona kwina opposition sometimes nona kwina benefit ta ngerekano kaeza na kethoka mbitikiria igitareria president Uhuru athiria ka gitarea we netrea kwatana na mheshimiwa Raila na aria na nona nande most of my endeavors are za kuikono no ikokeria kwenta antu bara same case na Meru kona tongeria beri bairi badatu bambira gwita rutererora na environment na tukugite kuwo ugere siasa i mashinani kai ground kana i region ira umite ikaja kwa the region ira umite ni karaja kai ko drain mono bearing in mind especially Meru contribution ya politics chia dhirika cha Kenya na nya contribution in terms of the GDP kana walira to kwa raira biashara na kana budget thirikari tenda kugeria muno kuthurere iri kuraza na uchore muno kana gutuma uchore ki Meru ko kuchoge kiuro giaku thirikari ni ruzite ground na ni ruzite touch onto ba mantu zare kuthirikiria ntijini kwithirwa ikorega kuthikira ura mwananchi akuga kana igutumira kifua at least akinyaniria jara ukinyaniria miaka ingi itikarajo mwaka na iri achoke kunyia thine lakini kakaraja ka mwananchi na ndi tije gitarira ya 92 kana guchoka nyuma inande ikara ananchi tia pakaraba kiurairwa niki bate koriro nonto bwa dispensation ya siasa era tunayo multiparty na freedom expression era tunayo itukara tuiri kana yao tumako beto kwanje katokorirwa lakini ikara nande it's hand korirwa nonto gategera siasa cha nyuma badugane mwananchi akorirwa me tuina attitude actually turali na thina especially the now generation ile ikanyuma geto kana ile imbere yetu millennium en kuchoka nyuma ekaraje kana ndi bo bari comfortable when things are running bari bataura yebiuria but this time there is a difference between now and then tai bakuria biuria ko na they keep on that engagement yetu inayo ukaratuiri kana ananchi na ikethora difficult mono ku maneuver kiri mugombe susu ja one time. Okay. I don't know how to happen. Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Hey, okay. SMS niko na mingi lakini nitumba kuidoma dhaino ntoba time. director kwa rinda time tumepitisha kabisa. Unia kwa thank you so much my panelists no tuba kuiza kutuakanya keni mukeja kwa ridia Meru, thank you so much. Na kile ategeri beto, thank you so much pia no tuba kuiza na kinya baraba uri biuria, thank you so much. Na kwa batira omba kwa uri biuria, I'm so sorry ikande ro blue time ne thirira hivyo director akumbira, kwa hivyo ankawa thank you so much. Ita nambira kuthira gitegera kana kithingatira Meru TV na natukuretera into mwanya mwanya tukomba kutha tukiaraniria ntuku ingi na ingwitikia kikira otiguisi ukumba kwithirwo kimenya na niketha no wisi ukumba kwithirwo kiongela umenga kwira atirikiri mantu jaja siasa ankiri kiringa kwira utaura panelist bariki ni kuwa igitara kuringa kura ria kinya ukaringa kura na nkoro ringa nkoro na mathugania itajeri wa cheupe.